Everyone, my name is Dr. Tara O'Brien, and I'm an assistant professor at The Ohio State University College of Nursing. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about developing an academic research poster. The objectives for today are to explain common elements of an academic research poster, and two, to describe best practices for formatting an academic research poster. This is a picture of a research poster template, and typically these templates have about 4 to 5 columns. And you can see that each column has a subheading, and these subheadings are similar to what you would see in a manuscript. So you'll see that we have the introduction or the background, methods, results, discussion, and an area for our references. So we're going to describe or talk about each one of these sections today. We'll begin with the background section. So the background section is referred to as the introduction or background section, and it should clearly and concisely describe the significance of the topic. Your poster should also clearly articulate either the research question, the hypothesis, the study aims, or the objectives. And this depends on the study design. So for example, if I am presenting a qualitative study, then I would not have a hypothesis in my research poster. The background should also contain the theoretical or conceptual research framework that perhaps helped you to implement the study. Next, I'm going to talk about the methods section. In the methods section, you should have a bullet point describing the study design, state the setting for where the study was conducted, describe the sample, and also describe the study procedure. So you should have a bullet point for each one of these areas. In the methods section, you should also have a brief description of the data analysis. And remember, this should be brief. It should allow enough information, though, for your viewers to follow the storyline and evaluate your approach. Next, we're going to talk about the results section. In the results, you want to make sure that you clearly describe the findings, and you want to make sure that these findings relate to either your research question, your aim, or the objective of the study. Now we're going to talk about conclusions. The conclusions are supported by the data presented. They explain the meaning of the findings and why they're significant. You also want to describe the future direction of the research. So what are your next steps? And you want to describe implications for nursing. So what are these implications related to? Is it the implications related to research? Are they related to practice? Or are they related to education? The last part we're going to talk about is formatting. Formatting is also a very important aspect to consider when you're developing your academic research poster. So number one, you want to know your audience. You want to write in an active voice. You want to use short, clear sentences. General rule of thumb is about 25 words or less. You want to minimize the use of jargon, scientific or technical terms, and acronyms. So just remember that these conferences, they draw a wide range of people from various disciplines, and they may not be familiar with the terminology that you're using to present your research study. And importantly, you want to get feedback on your draft from colleagues, supervisors, and at least one non-expert to your field. Make use of graphics to explain complex information. So that's really important. You don't want to overuse graphics, however, but they definitely help to explain complex information. You want to make use of white space. And I have some font suggestions here for developing your posters, whether it's the poster title, author names, headings, the body, or figure captions. As far as font color goes, usually the general rule of thumb is about 3 different colors of font. So here's just a brief example. Even though we know nothing about these two posters, you can see the one on the left appears very crowded. The font appears difficult to read. It seems like that would be hard for me to see across the room. There's a lot of figures there. There's just a lot of busy things that are going on. And if I look at the poster that's on my right, I can see that there's more white space. They've used about 3 different font colors. I can follow that clearly. I can see the various headings. So this just kind of gives you an example of why the white space is so important. Okay, everybody, I hope that this has provided you with some information in developing your academic research poster, and I wish you all the most success in developing these posters. Also, there's 3 references that are listed here. This will give you some additional references for developing conference or academic research posters. Thank you very much.